Hey everyone, my name is Joel Patterson, and this is my intro video and personality quiz for AEP 855. Just leading off a little bit about me, I am a third grade teacher at Madison Elementary in Gardner, Kansas. This is my ninth year. Extra responsibilities that I have at school, I've kind of been involved with freshman boys basketball, setting up our running club, and then helping out with track meets at the middle school, Pioneer Ridge. I'm also involved with our building leadership team and then our district team called the integration team. Both of those I joined this year. Other responsibilities outside of school, I have two boys, Bo and Reed, that are 4 and 2. My wife is a nurse at Children's Mercy, and this is my 8th class that I'm working towards my educational administration degree. Influential people for me, this was a pretty easy one. This was my grandfather and my dad, kind of two big pieces of my life, and they were completely different. My grandpa on one side was kind of the life of the party, always joking, always positive, very inspirational, and helpful for me growing up. Played a big role for me, and then my dad also a big role. He was kind of the one who taught me a strong work ethic. He was always very supportive in everything that I did, and always very respectful towards everyone. He was very consistent, and you knew that if he said something or was going to do something, then he would definitely follow through with that. On my personality test, I came up with my 2 high scores as conscientiousness and emotional stability, and I did agree with those. Scored pretty high in those. The conscientiousness one was described as being careful and diligent, and I thought both of those described me pretty well. In most of what I do, I'm always trying to think of how it's going to impact the people around me. And then I'm also very focused on task completion. My inbox can never have more than 1 or 2 emails in it, or it just stresses me out. Emotional stability, this was kind of described as being stable and balanced, and to me that kind of means being even keeled and never getting too high or too low, which is right in line with how I am. As far as leadership theories, I chose 2, the democratic style and the transformational style. And a couple of people who were influential for me there would be my current and former principal, Dr. Wachel and Mrs. Witter. With this theory, it's really all about getting input from the people around you. And by doing that, you're creating relationships, cultivating creativity, and just building a team. And so I definitely follow that theory. Some drawbacks to it, if you have strong personalities on your staff that are overly vocal and have great ideas, but if you choose those ideas to roll with, you can kind of have a little imbalance with your staff and have some staff kind of feel left out and kind of withdraw from the team. It could also lead to procrastination because you're always waiting on that input from your team, and sometimes a decision just needs to be made. On the transformational side of things, that type of leadership, you're helping build leaders, motivating them and inspiring them to get the most out of themselves. And you do that with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and I think that kind of speaks to what I embody as well. Kind of the drawbacks here, there could be a blurred line between who's the principal and who's the staff when you're building those relationships. And then sometimes it could lead to favoritism as well. If you have staff that kind of fall in with these types of leadership theories, you may kind of gravitate a little bit more towards them, which could, again, lead to a little imbalance with your staff feeling kind of left out. Does this coincide with the personality test? I said yes, it did. As a democratic leader, I'm always seeking input from others and being conscientious of their thoughts and feelings. And then by empowering them and involving them in the decision-making process, it makes for a better environment for everyone, students, staff, families. Also, as a transformational leader, I said I believe in developing leaders through positive relationships and then just supporting them to be the best that they can be. And to do this, you have to be emotionally stable. You have to lead with calm, caring, and positive outlook at all times, whether it's a crisis or not. Um, Adversity is going to come around the corner, so you have to be prepared, and people need to be able to look to you for guidance there. I believe that